6 dates I'm flagging as dates to watch, and the first one is tomorrow, Tuesday 23rd of January 2018, and the last one is Friday the 9th of March 2018, which is also the big one, and the rest are intended to be a heads up for the last date. So Saturday the 27th of January and Wednesday the 31st of January, and then Wednesday the 7th of February is the 9th anniversary of the Black Saturday bushfire disaster, and 9 days after that it's the anniversary of Ash Wednesday, which falls on Friday the 16th of February 2018. So the Black Saturday anniversary falls on a Wednesday, and the Ash Wednesday anniversary falls on a Friday. And if we go back to 13th of January, that was the anniversary of Black Friday, and it fell on a Saturday. So that was Saturday the 13th of January 2018. So the 3 anniversaries of the 3 worst bushfire disasters in Australia's history, apart from the Canberra firestorm, which was another Black Saturday, well, they all fall on each other's days, if you know what I mean. And 2 of those dates are dates that I'm flagging, 7th of February and 16th of February, in the lead up to Friday 9th of March. It doesn't mean I think there's going to be bushfires on these dates. I just think there's going to be events in nature that are going to act as signs. So noteworthy events, things that will sort of speak for themselves, if you know what I mean. And I suspect some of those dates could be the dates of cyclones. Here's a list of the cyclones. The ones that I've underlined are the names that have not been used yet this cyclone season for Australia. Dahlia, Hilda, Irving and Joyce have been. The next one will be Kelvin, then Linda, Marcus, Nora, Owen, Penny, Riley and Savannah. And I think Savannah may be the last one for the season. So if you do this little thing I do where you add up all the letters according to their place in the alphabet, well, here's a lot of letters, all these names plus the word and you get 741. Now, Saturday 27th of February 2016 is the birthday of my best friend. And my best friend was born on a Saturday, and he's turning 27 on the 9th of March. 2 plus 7 is 9. So his birthday this year is landing on a Friday, and the 2 boys who are helping me with this prophecy, Nathan Breeze, who was a victim of the Black Saturday bushfires, and Jacob Wetterling, who died aged 11 going on 12, they were both born on Fridays, and my best friend was born on a Saturday, but this year his birthday falls on a Friday. So I think his birthday is the date to watch. And here's the latest weather. This is on Monday 22nd of January 2018, and this is Tom Saunders from the Weather Channel talking about the current heat wave that's hitting Australia.
Well, this heat wave remains ongoing through eastern Australia. We're going to have a detailed look at that right now. Firstly, for Adelaide, now I could have picked anywhere over southeastern Australia. The heat wave is affecting northern Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales, Queensland. But let's have a look at Adelaide's temperatures. The heat wave started last Wednesday when the maximum hit 39.7, and that was 10.3 degrees above average. A heat wave classified as 5 consecutive days with a maximum more than 5 above average. Well, we've seen that over the past 5 days. Thursday, Adelaide hit 42.8. This is at Kentown. It was 13 above average. Friday, 43.7. That was their hottest day in 3 years. That was 14 degrees above average, even for January, the hottest month of the year. Saturday and Sunday, it cooled down slightly, but we still hit about 39 degrees, and that was still 10 degrees above average. Finally, on Monday, a cooler southerly, the maximum just above 31 degrees there, which was no longer 5 degrees above average. So that's the end of the heat wave for Adelaide. However, further east, northern Victoria, New South Wales, southern Queensland, those temperatures are still more than 5 degrees above average, and the heat will return back to the southern coastline later this week. Why is it so hot? Well, there it is, a trough of low pressure. That is the position of a very hot air mass that is just lingering over southeastern Australia without any strong cold fronts to flush that heat further north, where it does belong through the central and northern inland. Ridge of high pressure to the south of the country, that's keeping those cold fronts well south. Not too much rain over southern Australia, showers and storms though, thanks to that trough and also the Great Dividing Range over the next few afternoons. Also storms for WA and a monsoon trough across the north. We're going to start with the heat though. So we do have cooler southerly winds along the coast. So Melbourne, Hobart, Adelaide, you're no longer seeing heat wave conditions, but still through northern Victoria, those maximum temperatures on Tuesday will be in the high 30s. It's still about 5 degrees above average. Temperatures are no longer 5 degrees above average, though, for most of South Australia. New South Wales, we still have the northerly temperatures are up to 10 degrees above average, so easily passing that heat wave threshold for New South Wales on Tuesday, although the coastline is seeing slightly cooler temperatures thanks to a sea breeze. If we keep tracking this hot weather, we're going to see the warm nights continuing and the very hot days. Again, a northerly airstream feeding down to that trough on Wednesday. Maximum temps over 40 degrees indicated by the darkest red and definitely above 35. The other red shading there. A little bit cooler again for some of the coastal areas. Jumping to Thursday afternoon, more of the same. 40 degrees plus western New South Wales, northern South Australia, southern Queensland, Charleville, for example, also in a heat wave right now, and still those slightly cooler conditions for the coastline. Jumping forward a couple of days now, this is Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Take a look at the wind direction. It's a northerly, once again, all the way down to Tasmania, which means temperatures well above average right down to the southern coastline of Australia. And Sunday will bring similar temperatures, very hot, right across the east. Now, we are seeing showers and storms developing mostly along the Great Dividing Range. On Tuesday afternoon, it's the central and southern range of New South Wales where they should be most widespread. Notice that rain disappears overnight, so following that diurnal pattern, and then building up once again on Wednesday afternoon, again, particularly around the southern and central ranges of New South Wales. But really anywhere there's a chance, apart from perhaps the north coast of New South Wales over the next few days. Again, there we saw on Thursday, widespread showers and storms developing through some of the inland parts, and the storms will be quite slow moving. That means they'll struggle to reach the coast. They'll mostly stay inland, but also with that slow movement, if you're under a storm, you could even see some localised heavy falls over the next few days. Northern Australia, widespread rain and storms. We're seeing the first major burst of the monsoon. The wind direction there is a northwesterly. If that northwesterly crosses the equator, then hits Northern Australia, that's a monsoon. That's what we've got right now. And that moisture and heavy rain extending right down to the southern Gulf and Carpentaria coastline. Other parts of northern Queensland will pick up heavy falls over the next few days. And we could even see a tropical low heading from the NT towards the Kimberley, which means the Kimberley could also pick up some heavy rain later this week. Big question, how much rain will fall over the next week? Hundreds of millimetres. The brighter red shows 300 millimetres plus. The black area shows over 400 millimetres of rain. So that's possible over the next week around the southern Gulf of Carpentaria coastline, the western top end, and perhaps even parts of the Kimberley, but that is dependent on that tropical low. Some of the models keep that tropical low over the NT or even around the Gulf of Carpentaria. Some of the other models take it across to the Kimberley. There's also the potential we could see a tropical low forming off the north coast of WA and deepening into a cyclone later this week. So we'll keep you updated on what's happening through the tropics. For southeastern Australia, there it is over the weekend, the same pattern. High in the Tasman Sea, winds blow anti-clockwise around highs, a hot northerly airstream as a result through southeastern Australia. Okay, when will the heat wave end? Well, it's early days, but there are indications we'll get a band of rain with a cold front moving over southern Australia, but that's not until around late Monday or Tuesday next week. So for some, at least another 7 days with heat wave conditions.